Hi angels, welcome back to another video. My name is Mira and I teach women femininity and queen consciousness. In this video, I share with you 10 tips on how to be a high value woman. This is the third part of my 3-part video on how to be a high value woman. If you haven't watched the first two, if you haven't already, I'll link the first and the second part in the description below and you can check that out as well. So, a high value woman does not settle for less than she deserves. This is extremely important because as women, we are constantly settling. We settle for less than in relationships, in career, in how much we want to earn. In everything, we settle for less. And this is unacceptable, ladies. As high value women, we know our worth. We know what we deserve, and we should not settle for less than we deserve. Next, a high value woman knows what she stands for in relationships and in life in general. Okay, she does not allow anyone else to dictate her values or what she believes. She knows what she stands for, she knows what she believes in, she knows what is important to her and her values, and she doesn't let that slide for anyone. Okay, so as a high value woman, be very mindful on certain things, like if you believe in something or if you have certain values towards something, are you letting it slide to make someone else happy? If so, you really need to check that behavior, okay? Next, a high value woman is comfortable in her femininity and expresses her femininity and feminine energy freely, okay? So when I was younger, it was really difficult for me to really become one with my femininity, okay, because it was suppressed in my household. I wasn't allowed to be feminine. I wasn't allowed to feel beautiful or look beautiful because I would have been punished for that for different reasons in my household at the time. Okay, so when I grew up and when I got into my 20s, I realized that I'm doing myself a huge disservice by suppressing my femininity. My feminine energy is where my power lies as a woman. When I connect with my feminine energy, I can do and achieve anything I set my mind to. Okay, so ladies, if you are suppressing your feminine energy for whatever reason, if you are suppressing your femininity for whatever reason, please rethink what you are doing. Sometimes we don't have a choice. We live in our parents' houses and they tell us you are not allowed to wear perfume, you are not allowed to wear makeup, you are not allowed to wear lipstick. And you grow up with that notion thinking it is normal, you just accept it for what it is and you move on. However, later you will find that it really affects who you are because you are a woman, you are a feminine woman by nature. Okay, and it's easy for you to be feminine than it is for you to suppress your feminine energy and be masculine. Okay, next is a high value woman leads by example. Now, this is something we can all do. If we see behavior that we are not happy with, if we see things in the world we want to change, instead of complaining about it and constantly talking about it in a negative way, why don't we model the change we want to see and lead by example? Okay, especially ladies out there who have children like myself, I model the behavior I want my daughter to copycat. Okay, I don't tell her to do a certain thing and then I do the opposite. Children don't do what you tell them, they do what you do. So if you're modeling positive behavior and if you are leading by example, it is natural for people to follow suit. Next, a high value woman is committed to being the best version of herself. Now, I said previously that your transformation journey never ends, and your road or your journey to self-improvement, self-development, learning more, growing, expanding, evolving never ends, because there's always more you can learn, more you can do, more you can be. Okay, but a feminine woman who is high value is committed to that process. She is committed to that journey and she is committed to being and becoming the best version of herself and constantly improving on that version. Next, a high value woman knows when to walk away from any person, situation, or whatever that doesn't serve her any longer. If something no longer serves you, makes you happy, evokes positive emotion in you, inspires you, encourages you to do anything well, if something is negative in your life, in other words, don't be afraid to let it go. Don't be afraid to cut it off. Don't be afraid to cut off toxic people, toxic situations, or anything that no longer serves you. It could be a job, it could be a friend, it could be anything. If something is holding you back from reaching your dreams, your goals, or from being the best version of yourself, or if something just brings about negative feelings and emotions inside of you, you need to reevaluate and you need to cut off anything that is toxic and that no longer serves you. Next, a high value woman owns and celebrates her uniqueness, okay? Just as there are no two leaves in nature that is the same, so too are there no two humans in this world that are the same. Even identical twins are not the same. They are unique in their own special ways. And a feminine, high quality woman will embrace her uniqueness and celebrate it instead of isolating herself and making herself feel less than or comparing herself to others or feeling inferior in any way. So we are all different. We all have our own special traits, our own special talents and gifts, and it is up to you to accept it and celebrate it, or to feel isolated, rejected, make yourself feel less than, compare yourself to others. By diminishing yourself and by making yourself feel low and less than, you are destroying yourself. You are hurting yourself. Why would you want to do that? You need to love yourself and uplift yourself. There is no one else in this world like you. You need to show who you are. Show your own gifts, your own talents, your own everything that is different about you. Own it, love it, celebrate it, and others will love it and celebrate it with you. Next is a high value woman does not give her body to just anyone, and she values her sexual energy because she knows it has power. Ladies, this one might offend some of you, it might trigger some of you, but ladies, it is important. A high value woman does not just sleep around. She doesn't go around sleeping with everyone. She doesn't have multiple sexual partners. She doesn't just go around having random one night stands with everyone. No, no, no. A high value woman values herself, values her body, and values her sexual energy. She knows that there is power in her sexual energy, and she harnesses that in other areas and aspects of her life to accomplish other things. Now that is a little bit esoteric, and I might get into it in another video at another time. But for now, just know that as a high value woman, you should not be sleeping around. You should not be doing anything with your body, giving away your sexual energy to just anyone. And I'm not saying this to slut shame anyone. I don't mean to upset anyone. It might be triggering you right now, but maybe that is your inner self, your higher self telling you that it's something you need to work on in your own life if you are being triggered by this message. Next, a high value woman knows that she is enough. She does not need anyone else to tell her that she is not enough, because she knows she is enough. And she loves that she knows she is enough because it gives her power. Okay, it takes away all the power from everyone else trying to diminish her, making her feel less than, telling her she cannot accomplish something because she is not like this or not like that, or she lacks something in her life. A high value feminine woman who is queen conscious understands she was born enough. It's only as we get older that people tell us, and we adopt this mindset from everyone else, that we need to change for someone else. We need to be better. We need to be different. We need to be taller. We need to be thinner. We need to be this. We need to be that. You don't need to change. You only need to be the best version of you. And you are enough. You are more than enough. You are more than capable. Okay, it's time you embrace that, and it's time you use that to your advantage to accomplish your dreams, your goals, and everything else that is holding you back. And lastly, a high value woman has high standards for herself and others. Now, she has goals and dreams, obviously. However, she doesn't just have mediocre goals and dreams. She reaches for the sky. She actually knows that the sky is not the limit. There is no limit. She goes over, above, and beyond her limits, okay? When you set your goals high, when you want to achieve things that scare you, you know you are on the right path. Don't reach for tiny little things that you know are within your grasp. Go big, go bold, reach for more. Always strive to do more, be more, accomplish more. Expand yourself to the point where you feel like you are going to explode. I promise you, there is life, there is joy, there is bliss in those moments. Okay, so I encourage you, ladies, set your standards high. That goes for relationships, it goes for career, it goes for finances, it goes for every aspect in your life. Set your standards high and don't bring them down to a lower level for anyone, for any reason. Okay, ladies, so those are the last 10 tips I have for you on how to be a high value woman. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like. Also, subscribe and turn on the bell so that you don't miss next videos coming up. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.